Hey guys, Sandy here, and I am just giving you a little sneak peek of, whoops, up close ATG, of what my workspace looks like right now. There's my Coke Zero with my Kill a Kit with Style kit. So as you can see, it is encroaching and I am down to this very little scrapbooking area right here. But fun fact, this will be the last video for my Kill a Kit with Style because look at these layouts that I have created. So this is my last full sheet of paper right here, and I want to use both sides, so I might scrapbook on the back side of it. But let's see what I can do.
Alrighty, now that you're not looking at all of my mess, just a little bit of my mess, you can see that I am using this paper that I've previously cut apart, and I'm just going ahead and using this these scraps to create a entire banner piece from the top to the bottom of the layout. And I'm going to cover up that awkward gap where the papers don't really match up. They're kind of like Legos that aren't correct and they're sitting there kind of wonky. But I am going to completely cover that up so you're not even going to be able to tell that it's there. Now, these two photos, I specifically chose to place them this way because you have the two photos and they're basically from the same angle, but like the Parthenon, for a lack of better term, the one that I'm putting down right now, is a full photo, and then the curve here is obviously just a piece of it, and I felt like the lines flowed a little bit better next to each other that way. It wasn't a particular thing where I was like, oh my word, I've got these two photos, they're facing the same direction, what do I do, what do I do? It wasn't that, it was just kind of like, this looks good and the lines flow better that way. So this is some more of the 6x6 paper pad, and I'm just going to go ahead and layer these up as well. Maybe not that one. Okay. I'm gonna pull in, nope. What am I doing here? So it's been a little while since I've made this layout. So I'm trying to remember what the heck I did because I honestly have no idea. Oh, I know what I do here. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to make a shaker box. Now, I remember when shaker boxes first came out and they were all the rage. It's going to take me a minute to get to their people, but like shaker boxes were all the rage. And, you know, when you put them into a different shape other than a square, oh my goodness, you were like top of the world, you were doing amazing things, you were so avant-garde and cutting edge. And now like shakers are in every shape and size. I remember the first time I made a shaker page, I made it with a vellum instead of an acetate, and I just thought I was the coolest thing ever. Now this shaker pocket does give me a little bit of a fit, not gonna lie. So I'm using a very old Making Memories eyelet setting mat and my X-Acto knife just to go ahead and trim out the inside of this basically journaling card here. So definitely safety, I put the lid back on that X-Acto knife. So I have this guy. I also have my packaging. Now I legitimately used packaging for this one. I do have acetate, I do have vellum I could have used, but honestly I just used the packaging that was around. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do inside of it. I'm trying to figure out if I just want to go ahead with the sequins or if I want to pull in some little beads or what I want to do. Now I have this awesome foam tape from Brutus Monroe, and let me just tell you, this foam tape roll is the ultimate in stick. Once it sticks, it is stuck. Like it is definitely a tremendously strong adhesive, which is good, and also it's bad. So there are times where you need to pick things back up and you're like, ah, crap, and then you can't pick things back up. Now, the tape is so sticky that I actually use my scissors to pop off the backer tape to it. And I knew that that was going to be an issue. So I decided to figure out the background of the shaker pocket and just really make sure I had everything ready to go so that I wouldn't run into issues. And this is where I have the bright moment here, light bulb, where I decide to peel up the sticky paper before I put down the sequins. And I still have a little bit of an issue with it. Like, it sticks to my finger there. I drop the sequin pouch and I'm like, oh, perfect. And then I get some on there, and in the process of peeling them off, I pop more on there, and then my finger gets stuck to the tape. Like, this is a whole situation, you guys. Like, look at this. I am just basically floundering around, and I still have these little sequins that keep popping up onto my foam tape, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? But I know it would have been 100 times worse if I didn't pull off the backer paper first. So I'm just like pulling you off of there, and then what do? I add more sequins because, I'm a maniac and I like to live on the edge. So I pop down my backer, and there we go. Shaker box, all done. And I felt like this was a great thing to use for pool pictures, even though you're not really seeing a whole bunch of the pool, because there's movement and the different colors of the sequins just really worked for me. So I pop that right there. That's going to cover up the rest of that weird little edge. And I really like how Good Things Take Time fits on there, but I don't know if Good Things Take Time is the correct sentiment. So I do find creating memories, and I lay that down there, and that works for me. And then I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this layout now. Like, what else, how else am I going to embellish this? Because, the shaker takes up a huge amount of the embellishing. So I layer that sticker right there, and that sticker is a mini version of the paper that I pieced together to look like it was one big spot. Now, I really liked the marbleized look of this hexagon, so I felt like I needed to bring that in somehow, but I wasn't exactly sure how yet. I'm just flipping through my kit. I'm trying to figure out like what kind of things can go where. I'm like, nope. Now, I have pulled those little like wreathy antler looking things out multiple times for layouts with this kit, and I have not figured out what I'm going to do with it. Now, I did have myself a good old time popping down on the shaker box while I was thinking there. So I am just starting to pull out everything out of my kit now and just going through it and looking through it. And sometimes that's what it takes. If I'm not working out of like my Kill a Kit with Style and I'm just scrapbooking, sometimes I will just pull my entire stickers collection and flip through it and just look until I find something, especially if I don't have really anything in mind. That's just a time where I'm like, all right, I will just try to figure this out. And there's that floral paper. It's such a beautiful floral paper. I actually discovered that one of my layouts started to fall apart because I was keeping it in with the kit, so it was getting used up a lot. See, guys, this is the reason why I love putting my layouts in page protectors and straight into the album, so stuff like that doesn't happen.
You're back on the floor.
But you know what? It happened, so that wasn't too fun. Now I'm trying to figure out if I want to use that gold word or what I'm going to do here. And you guys, I still haven't figured it out. I'm just not sure yet. Just not sure. I'm thinking, do I need to bring in some cork? What do I need to do here to make this happen? And then I'm like, you know what? I think the cork is going to go up on the top of the layout because I have a whole lot of space up here and I can just have myself a good old time decorating it. So that is what's going to go on with that. And the cork, you guys, was not my friend. It kept breaking and tearing apart. It is not, see, there it goes again. Not only is it old, meaning broke it again. I've had it for a long time and again, broke it again. But it's at the end of the rope or the end of the roll rather. and it's just been hanging out, it's been tossed around, so it definitely doesn't have the strength that it had when it was a brand new roll. And I'm actually really sad that I've used up this entire roll of cork because I really like it. I've got some other cork on a roll to use, but it doesn't have a scalloped edge. It's got gold on it, and I think one has pink on it. So not as fun as this one, but there it is. Now this is where I decide to bring in my really fun hexagon here, and I'm just going to use some foam tape, like little foam rectangle things that you can get at the dollar store, to just make that happen so it doesn't have this weird ridge over top of the cork. And I'm trying to figure out what words I want to put up here, like what's going to happen up here. And I'm just finding some stuff. So I find this little khaki colored embellishment from the Vicky Bouton thickers, and I pop that down there. And then I'm like, I need something else up here. So I find one of these chipboard word phrase things, and that works for me. And then I'm like, ooh, I should probably use this. And I can use this clear sticker as kind of a layering piece. And here I go again, scrapbooking from the top down. Now I did good, you guys. Like, I had the cork, and then I had the die cut, and then I had the chipboard, and then I pull it up because I want to put something underneath of it. So definitely a top down kind of scrapbooker, but that's okay. Pages are still getting made, people, and that's really all that matters. Now I decide I need to bring the other side of the frame down here and just go ahead and add a little bit of fun, because basically that's what gold is, right? It's a little bit of fun on your page. And then I add some adhesive to that thicker because it is a thicker sticker, so you know the adhesive is not fantastic. And then I just need to straighten it up a little bit. And I really just love touching my layouts, guys. Like, I love flipping through my albums. I love touching them. It's just a fun time for me. Now I am going to use these letter stickers, and I am going to spell out Neptune pool, because that is what the pool is called, the Neptune pool. And geez, I hope it's called the Neptune pool. I hope I didn't have a brain fart moment and totally screw this up. We're going with Neptune pool. Even if it's not the Neptune pool, guess what? It's the Neptune pool. So just popping those stickers down, and you really don't see it in the packaging, but once these stickers get on your layout, you see a lot of different variation in the color blue on the layout, and it's just gorgeous. Oh, the Neptune pool. We're writing the Neptune pool. There we go. Now, love these stickers. They are a great size, and there are lots of options for them, so they made me happy. And then, what else am I going to do here? What else am I going to do? Looking for some other fun things to put. The little heart sticker. Or, yep, it's a little wood veneer heart sticker. So, that is that. What else am I doing? Like, what else can be done? People, what else can be done? Going to put on some of these enamel dots, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of sprinkle them about the page. And yes, I did put those enamel dots really close together, but you know what? I like it, so that's all we're going to do. I don't know if I like that little dot above the T. Please tell me I moved that. There you go. Good job, Sandy. All right, that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you again real soon.